practice Urdhva Hastasana. Feet parallel, lift your arms. Breathe here as you find your legs and arms fully extending. Be very active in your limbs. Lift the low belly, lift the spine from bottom to top. Let the front waist move to the back waist. Let the thighs move back, and let the upper buttocks relax and release down. Press the feet down, lengthen up through the legs. Squeeze your outer thighs and outer hips together. Let the back of the abdomen settle back. And lift the rib cage, lift the back ribs especially, and then reach the arms further back. Lift the arms right out of the legs. And then exhale and lower your arms down. And now stand near the wall for a side stretch. So you'll be about 1.5 feet away from the wall. Start in Tadasana. And you can have your feet a little bit apart, or if you choose, you can have your feet together. Lift your arms overhead, starting in Urdhva Hastasana. Roll the thighs in, ground your thighs back, press the arms back, and snuggle the shoulder blades into the rib cage so that you're lengthening the anterior spine. And then start to press your hips out to the right as you bend your body towards the wall. And take your left hand onto the wall. Press your hips away from the wall. Grounding down through your feet, draw up through the musculature of the legs. Side bending towards the wall, and as you inhale, create more length and even walk the fingertips up the wall. Be strong and long in your legs as you side bend here. And think of the thoracic spine deepening towards the chest. So make sure this side bend is not at all a forward bend or a rounding in the back. If anything, it's more like a back bend joining with the side bend. Press the shoulder blades forward and open the right ribs towards the ceiling, and maybe even turn to look up. And then press your hands off the wall to come back to center, both arms lifting, arms and legs extending, and exhale and lower your arms down. And then turn around for the other side, this time the outer right hip near the wall, and lift your arms up overhead. Firm legs, internal rotation in the thighs. Lift the rib cage. Create a deep internal ascension up through the central axis of the body, which runs along the front of the spine, and then start to side bend to the right as you press your hips to the left. And you'll feel those right fingertips come to the wall, and then the left fingertips come to the wall, and walk your fingertips up the wall as you deepen the side bend and create more length. And press your shoulder blades into the rib cage, open the left ribs towards the ceiling. Press the hips to the left, and even look up towards the ceiling. And find a sense of a back bend inside the side bend. Buttocks releasing down, pubic bone and tailbone reaching for each other. And then push off the wall to come to center, extending arms and legs. And exhale, lowering the arms down. Now come to the wall for an arm stretch, which is also a great shoulder and neck opener. So stand one arm's length distance away from the wall. Stand in Tadasana. And place your left hand on the wall and really press your left hand print into the wall. So open fingers, open palm, and press the left thumb mound into the wall. Stretch through your elbow and let your left shoulder move back towards the back of the shoulder socket and down. Let the right shoulder move back and down as well, and lengthen up through the inner trunk. Be strong in your legs and be in a firm and steady and long mountain pose here. Press your handprint into the wall, stretch through the elbow, let your head balance right over your tail. Let the shoulder blades slide down the back here. And then turn your left fingertips so they point behind you. So you'll turn your hand 90 degrees to the left. Press the inner wrist towards the wall, the thumb mound into the wall. Spread your fingers. Stretch through the elbow. And again, let the heads of the humerus bones move back towards the back of the shoulder sockets and down. And as the shoulder blades pull down, the upper trapezius muscles pull down. And then turn the hand again 90 degrees so the fingertips point down. Press the thumb mound and inner wrist into the wall. Stretch through the elbow. Get long through the trunk. Lift the low belly. Ascend the spine from deep inside. Breathing here as you feel the sensations in the arm. Breathe into those sensations. And then release your arm down and turn around for the other side. Place your right hand onto the wall now. Spread your fingers. Spread the right palm and press the thumb mound especially into the wall. Extend long through your right elbow and let the right shoulder move back and down. Let the left shoulder move back and down as well, and slide your shoulder blades down your back as you find a deep ascension through the inner trunk. Breathe into the sensations in your arm. See if you can balance your head right over the tailbone, right over the arches. Spread through the fingers and press your handprint into the wall. And then turn your hand 90 degrees to the right so that your fingertips point back. And again, press the thumb mound and the inner wrist into the wall. Stretch the fingers. Open the palm. Extend the elbow fully. And let the head of the humerus bones move back towards the back of the shoulder sockets. Let the waist move back. Let the low belly lift. Let the legs be strong. You can even think of moving the upper thighs back and the upper buttocks down. Create more space lengthwise in your whole body. So lift your pelvis up off your legs, lift your belly up off your pelvis, lift the rib cage up off the belly. And then turn the arm again 90 degrees so the fingertips point down. Press the thumb mound, inner wrist into the wall. Keep extending through the elbow and be in a Tadasana position in your body. Smooth breathing here. And then release your arm down. And now bring your sticky mat to the wall for a variation of Parshvottanasana. And step your left foot forward and right foot back. Hips are square. Feet are hips distance apart. And then lift your arms and lengthen your waist up through the arms, through the fingertips. So there's a big lift of the low belly and a lift of the rib cage up. Continue to square your hips. The back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Lift up through the musculature of the legs and then hinge forward at the hips to bring your fingertips to the wall. And walk your fingertips up the wall to get longer. Pull your hips back. engage the musculature of the legs so that the muscles of the legs lift up from ankles to knees to hips. Think of the outer left hip pulling back and think of squeezing the outer hips towards each other. And let your head release down. And then push your fingertips off the wall to come all the way up to center. Exhale your arms out to the sides and down. Hands to hips. And then come to the other side, taking the right foot forward and left foot back. Back foot is at a 45-degree angle, hips are square, musculature of the legs are engaged. And lift the arms all the way up, lengthening the waist up, lift the rib cage three-dimensionally up off of the abdomen, off of the lower back. Extended arms, open hands. Draw the muscles of the legs up from ankles to knees to hips. And then hinge at the hips to take the fingertips to the wall and walk those fingertips up the wall as you pull your pelvis back. Extended arms and legs here, long in the trunk, long spine. Let your head release down and think of pinning your outer hips, gathering them in towards the midline. Pull that outer right hip back even more. Stay very active in your legs here. And then push off the wall to come back to center, lengthening the arms. And exhale, release the arms out to the sides and down. Hands to hips, and step your feet together. Now we'll practice Garudasana arms in Tadasana. So stand in mountain pose, and then inhale and lift the arms out to the sides, and exhale and sweep the right arm underneath the left arm as you see here. And then inhale and lift the elbows up, reach the forearms up, and exhale, lower the elbows and forearms down to chest height. And then inhale, lift the elbows again, lift the chest and the collarbones. Exhale and pull the forearms forward away from you as you lower the elbows down. Inhale, lift the elbows up, pull the forearms forward and up. And exhale, lower the elbows down, pulling the forearms forward again. And continue like this, thinking of the shoulder blades moving away from the spine, around and out to the sides. Continue here. Be long in the trunk and strong in the legs, standing right over the arches. Inhale, lifting the elbows and the forearms up. And then exhale and release the arms out to the sides. Take an inhale here. And exhale and swing the left arm underneath the right arm. Let the abdomen settle back as you lift the elbows and forearms and chest and chin. And then exhale, lower the elbows and forearms down, also pulling the forearms away from the chest. Inhale, lifting the forearms up. Exhale, lower the arms. Let those shoulder blades get pulled away from the spine here. Stay long in the anterior spine and keep going. Breathing here as you move. Inhale, lifting the elbows and forearms up. Exhale, lowering them down. And again, lifting. And now exhale, release the arms. And recover here, standing tall, collarbones wide,